Morning students, welcome to the biology class. Today I am just sending you the video which showing the various stages of meiosis with diagram. Please observe them, watch them very carefully, and it will be very helpful for you in examination. What is meiosis? It is the reductional division, means half number of chromosomes in daughter cells, and it is of two types, that is meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. 1 and 2 you have to write in Roman number, not in numeric. It should be same as it is being shown, that is 1 and 2. So meiosis 1 consists of karyokinesis 1 and cytokinesis 1. And what changes takes place in karyokinesis means the division of nucleus consists of 4 stages. Prophase 1, which is further divided into 5 substages, that is leptotene, zygotene, pachytene, diplotin and dikinesis. So first we are taking a prophase 1 with interphase. Interphase means when your cell is resting and no change is there and having a chromatid material, nucleolus, chromatin material, centriole in animal cells, that is your centriole, and the network of the chromosomes, that is your chromatid material. And now the changes takes place in that, and during the interphase DNA replication takes place once only. DNA replication takes place once only. And the first substage we are taking, that is your leptotene. Now in leptotene you can see the centriole starts separating, and you can see two colors of the chromosomes, that is your red and blue, means that is from your two parents. One is mother and another is from the father, and they are becoming short and condensed. Like in the mitosis, the first stage, the chromatin material becomes short and condensed to form the chromosomes. In the zygotene, you can see they become more shorter and condensed and lined together, that is red with blue, and red with blue means lined together. That is known as the pairing of the homologous chromosomes, means red and green, they are homologous to each other and they are lying together, means synapses. So here you can see the pairing of the homologous chromosome known as synapses. This is very important in zygotene. And when the two homologous chromosomes are lying together, means N and N, that is bivalent. That is your bivalent, means 2N. One is N, one is N, lying together, that is bivalent. ये समझ आ जाना चाहिए कि they are diploid and 2N. Fine. Now in pachytene, that is your next substage, you can see कि red is divided into 2 arms, blue is divided into 2 arms, means they are showing as 4 arms, that is tetrad. They are showing as 4 arms, that is known as your tetrad. But number is same, that is bivalent. They are being known as bivalent, but 4 arms are there to known as tetrad. And you can see the inner ones which are being lying with each other, which are touching each other, that is known as the non-sister chromatids. So the touching each other, which are inside, which are being formed during the pachytene from 2 chromatin to 4 chromatin, they are known as the non-sister chromatin. and whenever they are touching each other means here the crossing over will take place, means the exchange of the material is there, and that is known as your crossing over. And this is the only substage where the crossing over starts. So that is very important to name the substage in which the crossing over means the exchange of materials are there, the new combinations will form, we are not resembling our parents because of this phenomena known as crossing over. Now the next substage is your diplotin, in which you can see they are start separating with each other. The point where they are being not separated, that is like the X-shaped structure, is known as chymesta, or sometimes we can call it as a chiasmata. So the point that is X-shaped, that X-shaped structure is known as that X that is known as a chiasmata. Fine, this is very important. What is chymesta? It is the point where the homologous chromosomes, they are not being separated, they are still attached, crossing over takes place, X-shaped structure, that is known as the chiasmata. That is known as the chiasmata. You can learn it as a chiasmata or chiasmata, both are correct. Now the next is your dikinesis, which is the last substage when the crossing over is completed, homologous are separated, nuclear membrane disappeared, nucleolus disappeared, only you are having a spindle fibers are there, and you can see the chromosomes are being lying on the spindle. So this is about your prophase 1, in which we are having a leptotin, we are having a zygotine, we are having a pachytine, diplotin and dikinesis. And now we are having a metaphase 2, where the spindle fibers completed, metaphase 1, where the spindle fibers are completed and the homologous chromosomes, they are lying on the spindle center with the two metaphase plates. So here the two metaphase plates are there, that is the equator. That is equator, and two equators are being formed and two metaphase plates are being formed. Next is your anaphase 1, in which they start moving towards the opposite side without splitting of centromere. Here no splitting of centromeres are there, so that is your anaphase 1. In telophase, they reach to the opposite poles, and opposite to the prophase 1, as you already know with the furrow formation, the two daughter nuclei are being formed. Two daughter nuclei are being formed, which you can see, that is two daughter nuclei are formed at the two opposite pole with the reappearance of the nuclear membrane, reappearance of the nucleolus, reappearance of your centriole, and by the end of the cytokinesis 1, you will find two daughter cells, but with half number of chromosome, that is N and N, that is haploid. Is it clear? By the end of the meiosis 1, we will find two daughter cells with haploid number of the chromosomes. Now we will have the another sequential division, that is your meiosis 2, karyokinesis 2, having the stages prophase 2, same as your of mitosis. It is equational division. Again the short and condense of your chromosomes takes place as in your mitosis, that is shortening and condensing of the chromosome, that is your takes place. And the sister chromatids are there. Now they are not, no non-sisters are there, they are the sister chromatids. Now in metaphase 2, you will find again the spindle formation is completed and the sister chromatids, or the chromosomes, they are being arranged on the equator with one metaphase plate. Fine, in metaphase 1 we are having a 2, but here we are having the 1. Anaphase 2, again splitting of centromere takes place and they start moving towards the opposite pole. The sister chromatids is separate and 2 daughter chromosomes are being formed. By the end of the telophase 2, the daughter nuclei or daughter chromosomes, they have reached to the poles. They become uncoiling, nuclear membrane, nucleolus, they start appearing and form the 2 daughter nuclei. And by the end of cytokinesis 2, 2 daughter cells are formed with the half number of chromosomes, that is N and N, because it is equational. So same number of chromosomes are also there, that is half and half, that is N plus N, haploid, that is known as the haploid. Similarly, by the second daughter cell, which is being formed by the end of cytokinesis 1, forms another 2 daughter cells, that is 4 daughter cells will be there. By the end of meiosis 1 and meiosis 2, we are getting 4 daughter cells, that is of N chromosomes, that is haploid. And what is the main significance of meiosis? That is the formation of gametes, which are always in the haploid form. So gametes formation, and it takes place in the reproductive cell, that is the formation of the gametes takes place, for example in testes and ovaries of the male and the female human beings. So the gamete formation takes place by the process of meiosis, that is meiosis 1 and meiosis 2, and by the end of the meiosis we will get a 4 haploid daughter cells, that is gametes. Fine, so that's all for your today. So go through the video very slowly, step by step, and consult your NCERT, go through the content, and I will send you the complete content of meiosis in your next session. Till then, stay home, stay happy. Thank you.